Okay, here you see me, I'm cutting UHMW natural, 6-inch diameter, and they come in 10 feet long. See here cutting, and basically what I'm did was scribe the plastic, hit it with my center punch, then drill it with the drill, and now you see me facing it. And I'm going to re-drill it, so I have to attach the drill bits to the next step. But right here, I want you to please take note of the tool bit. Now, for plastic, the best thing to do is high-speed steel. You see a lot of people using the ceramic inserts, which is not good for plastic. And look at the distance from the tool holder to the tip of the tool bit. This is very critical. A lot of people, they extend it out way too long, and this creates vibration. That's why you get a very terrible finish. Please take note of this step right there, the distance of the tool bit from the tool holder. Alright, I'm going to drill this hole, right? This is 40 inches long. Alright, so we're going to squirt a little oil in there. A little lubrication. And let's see what happens. The chip is falling in there. I don't like that, but I only have two hands. One's turning the crank, and the other one's holding the phone. Alright, I want you to see when it busted through the other side. You want to see if the boring the gun drill is wobbling up and down. Go a little bit deeper. See the drill? It's not wobbling up and down. That means it's a through hole. See that? It's not wobbling. It's not doing this. It's straight. See that? That's when you know you did a good job. Alright, now I gotta bore it out. Let me know if you want to see the bore job. Alright, we're gonna try this. This is gonna be quite difficult because I need two hands. I gotta pull a chip. The chip is hot, so I gotta wear gloves. Don't you nannies say anything about that. Alright, so I got the camera in my pocket because I need two hands. And set this in there. Hopefully you see what you see. So we're gonna feed this in there, and I gotta pull the chip. This is gonna be crazy wild. Alright, I gotta squirt a little bit of oil because it gets hot Alright. Okay, right here I'm going to check my RPMs. Make sure I'm reading at 330 RPMs. We are. Check my feed rate, running at 11. Okay, here we go. You guys are going to see what you're going to see. Alright, just to let you know, I'm going to get the thread, the chip. I'm going to pull it through here, feed it through here, pull it out. Alright, so see what happens. Can't see what you're seeing, but okay, as you see me here, once the boring bar made the cut, the chips, I had to pull that chip. I pulled it through the tailstock spindle holder and then wrapped it around the two posts, the steady rest posts right there, and then coming back to the tool bar, the indexing head for the tool holder, and then I would pull it. This would keep the line straight. This is why I feed it in this way. Now, the chip is hot, so that's why I have to wear gloves. Please take a note of that. The chip is hot. You cannot let off on the backlash. If you do, it will clog up the boring hole. The chip will cause it to overheat and melt, and you will damage the hole. Now, the hole size that we are boring, this is a boring hole. So the hole size we want is 1 inch 0.200 or 1 inch 200. So you just see me here. I have to maintain the tension on the chip by pulling it so it will not clog up on the inside and melt. The chip is hot. It is very hot. That's why you have to wear gloves. Alright, let's see how we finish it. Yeah, you're going to get tired too. It's hot. Even with the gloves, the chip is hot. Almost there. Now this is the hardest part. As we get closer and closer to the edge, I had to maintain pulling this chip. And as soon as we get closer, I have to shut it off before the carriage hits the steady rest. If the carriage hits the steady rest, it will bump it and I would screw up the ID hole on the inside. So all my work would be destroyed. So this is where it gets so critical. Now, I really had to hit the beyond the halfway mark. I like to go 4 inches beyond the halfway mark. So when I flip it over and do the other side, they will match. So here's the critical part, that timing is everything. You have to pull that chip, you have to wash the carriage and the tailstock and shut it off in time. Alright, let's see if I do it. Get the camera out. Alright. See how close I got it? Alright. Got it right there. Now I'll show you the size, and that will be it. On to the next step. Remember, we want 1 inch 200. There it is. What is that? Huh? Can you see that? We're shy of 1,000. All right, there you go. There's the print. I wish to thank you all for subscribing to the Skunk Works channel. If we overlook the bowling facility below, you can see that I really appreciate all the support you have given me. If you do just keep it up, I would appreciate that so much. And hit the like button if you choose to do so. Thank you so much. Hello everyone. Now this is what I do here. You can see here, this is what I do. The C-17. You see the cargo plane there? That's where I do all my work for Boeing. And I wanted to introduce you to my book collection here. I write books to get income here. So you can see here I have the basketball book. This is about all games that people could play with rules, and these are some of these are what I invented. I invented these basketball games with the rules in there. The next book I have is growing blueberries, cultivating blueberries. And you know, for my other channel that you guys know, I do a lot of gardening work and I grow blueberries. I specialize in. This book will tell you everything you need to know to be successful in growing blueberries. Alright, the next one is the forklift. How to get your license to drive a forklift, get a job in a warehouse. You need to pass this book to get the forklift license. Alright, and then the final one is my 5th book. I just put this out, and it's about talking about the Generation Z and how to succeed. And this one is basically based off of business. You know, I'm a business guy, and a lot of my stuff is based on business. This tells you when you get a roadblock in front of you, business-wise, how to get around that obstacle. And this book will help you in that. It's priced very low and cheap, so you guys can take advantage of that. Alright? It's one of my lowest priced books, but the quality and information is the highest. Here is my 6th book, which I just put out recently. It's called Stillness in a Noisy World. It's all about having that calm zen when problems come up and you need to calm down and your whole world feels like it's coming down on you. This book will help you in meditation and realization of calmness. Alright, so I appreciate you guys watching. I would ask you guys take advantage and ask me questions, because a lot of you are not doing that. And so, you know, take the opportunity I'm offering you here. I got a world of experience. I got over 35 years of experience in machining and business. You know, you guys are not taking advantage of that. Alright, so let me know in the comments if you want to get my book. Tell me, hey, I'm going to buy your book. It's on KDP on Amazon. Just go to Amazon and type in there books by J.C. Flores, and you'll get all my books that I have available. Alright, so I appreciate that. Let me know you want to see the fly cutting, and I'll show you the fly cutting. Alright, take care.
Let's go. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming.